Trump just dropped a bombshell that's about to shake up global travel. 10 major European airlines are banned from U.S. skies starting in 2025. Is this a bold move for safety or a political power play? Buckle up because this is about to get messy. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Adventure Chuckles, where we break down the biggest stories shaking the travel industry. And let me tell you, this one is fire. Former President Donald Trump, known for his aggressive policies, just made a move sending shockwaves across Europe. 10 major European airlines will be banned from operating in the U.S. starting 2025. Now, before you freak out, yes, this is real. Whether you love him or hate him, this decision will impact millions of travelers, businesses, and even international relations. So, why would Trump do this? Is it about safety, economics, or is there something deeper at play? Today, we're diving deep into all 10 banned airlines, the reasons behind this explosive decision, and what it means for you. By the end of this video, you'll either be cheering or ready to riot. So hit that subscribe button, smash like, and let's get into it. Number 1, Ryanair. Ryanair, Europe's biggest budget airline, is first on the chopping block. Known for its dirt-cheap fares, Ryanair has also been infamous for cutting corners, delays, hidden fees, and questionable maintenance practices. The Trump administration claims Ryanair failed multiple FAA safety audits, particularly regarding pilot training and aircraft maintenance. But here's the kicker. Ryanair has been accused of pressuring pilots to fly longer hours and skimping on repairs to keep costs low. Why this policy? Supporters argue this is about protecting passengers from airlines that prioritize profits over safety. Critics, however, say this is a political hit on Ireland, which has been vocal against Trump's policies. Number 2, Wizz Air, Hungary. Wizz Air, Hungary's largest low-cost airline, has been banned from U.S. airspace starting in 2025, sparking massive controversy. Known for ultra-cheap fares across Europe, Wizz Air has built a loyal customer base but has been plagued by safety concerns, labor disputes, and questionable operational practices. Why did Trump's administration single out Wizz Air? Is this ban really about passenger safety? Or is there a hidden political agenda? Let's break it down. Safety concerns. Wizz Air has faced multiple alarming incidents, including engine failures mid-flight. In 2023, a Wizz Air Airbus A321 experienced a catastrophic engine failure shortly after takeoff, forcing an emergency landing. Investigators found poor maintenance practices contributed to the failure. Other incidents include emergency landings due to hydraulic failures, avionics glitches, and cabin depressurization, pilot fatigue, and training shortcuts. Reports suggest Wizz Air pushes pilots dangerously close to maximum allowed flying hours. The FAA found their training programs lack rigor, especially for emergency scenarios. A surprise audit by the U.S. Department of Transportation in early 2024 revealed serious gaps in Wizz Air's safety protocols. Labor exploitation. Wizz Air relies on aggressive cost-cutting, extending to its workforce. The airline has been accused of unfair wages, exploitative contracts, and forcing crews to work excessive shifts with insufficient rest. Union-busting tactics have led to fines and raised human rights concerns. But why Hungary? Hungary's government, led by Viktor Orbán, is one of Trump's closest allies in Europe, sharing nationalist and anti-immigration views. So why ban Hungary's flagship airline? Some analysts believe this is a negotiation tactic to pressure Hungary into favorable trade or defense agreements. The ban sends a message. No one is exempt from U.S. aviation rules, even Trump-friendly nations. Number 3, EasyJet. UK EasyJet, another budget giant, is shocked to be on this list. The airline has a strong safety record, but the Trump administration claims they lack transparency in incident reporting. Is this about safety, or is Trump punishing the UK for post-Brexit policies that didn't align with his vision? Number 4, Norwegian Air, Norway. Norwegian Air, once a rising star in transatlantic travel, faced financial struggles leading to cost-cutting measures that raised red flags. Supporters say this ban prevents another Lion Air-style disaster, while critics argue it's about protecting U.S. airlines from competition. Number 5, TAP Air Portugal, Portugal. TAP Air Portugal was banned due to weak security protocols. U.S. officials claim their baggage screening processes pose a terrorism risk. Is this a legitimate security concern, or is Trump pressuring Portugal on NATO spending? Number 6. LOT Polish Airlines, Poland. LOT Polish Airlines finds itself banned primarily due to alleged ties to Russian aircraft parts, a serious violation amid ongoing international sanctions. Reports indicate that LOT sourced critical components from Russian suppliers, despite strict U.S. and European trade restrictions aimed at isolating Russia's aviation industry following its invasion of Ukraine. To give you some background, since 2022, the U.S. and its allies have imposed sweeping sanctions to prevent Russia from maintaining and expanding its commercial fleet. This includes banning the export of aircraft parts and maintenance services to Russian airlines. Polish customs authorities recently seized shipments of aircraft tires destined for Russia, highlighting how these sanctions are enforced. LOT's alleged procurement from Russian sources raises red flags about compliance and undermines these sanctions efforts. This ban is not just about aviation safety, it's a strong political message. Poland is a key U.S. ally in Eastern Europe and a frontline state in the geopolitical struggle against Russian aggression. By targeting LOT, the U.S. is signaling zero tolerance for any breach of sanctions, reinforcing its commitment to penalize companies that indirectly support Russia's war capabilities. At the same time, this move pressures Poland's government to tighten oversight and ensure full compliance with international sanctions. It also serves as a warning to other European airlines. No exceptions will be made, even for close allies. The ban could disrupt LOT's transatlantic and U.S. routes, complicating travel plans for thousands of passengers and impacting Poland's aviation industry. Number 7. Air Europa, Spain. Air Europa's ban centers on poor pilot training standards, a critical safety concern. The FAA uncovered that several Air Europa pilots failed simulator tests designed to assess their ability to handle emergency situations, yet these pilots were still allowed to operate commercial flights. This revelation raises serious questions about the airline's commitment to pilot competency and passenger safety. Simulator tests are a gold standard in aviation training, ensuring pilots can respond effectively to crises such as engine failures or sudden weather changes. Allowing underqualified pilots to fly compromises safety and violates international aviation norms. However, some experts suggest that this ban might also be a negotiation tactic in broader U.S.-Spain relations. Spain has been navigating complex trade and diplomatic discussions with the U.S., and this airline ban could be leveraged to extract concessions or align policies. Whether it's purely about safety or part of a political chess game remains to be seen, but the immediate impact is clear. Air Europa's U.S. operations are grounded, affecting travelers and business ties. Number 8. Finnair, Finland. Finnair's ban is rooted in alleged data privacy violations, a less conventional but increasingly critical area of national security. The U.S. government alleges that Finnair shared sensitive passenger data with Chinese entities, raising concerns about potential espionage and surveillance. In today's digital age, airlines handle vast amounts of personal and travel data. Unauthorized sharing of this information can expose passengers to risks, including identity theft or tracking by foreign intelligence agencies. The U.S. sees this as a direct threat to national security, especially given the geopolitical tensions surrounding China's expanding technological influence. Moreover, this ban might also reflect broader U.S. concerns about Finland's stance on 5G infrastructure and cooperation with Chinese tech firms. By restricting Finnair's access to U.S. airspace, the U.S. sends a message linking data security with geopolitical alignment. For passengers, this means fewer flight options and increased scrutiny on data handling practices by airlines worldwide. 9. Brussels Airlines, Belgium. Brussels Airlines was banned due to labor violations that put crew safety at risk. Reports indicate the airline forced pilots and cabin staff to work excessive hours, creating dangerous conditions linked to fatigue-related errors. Fatigue is a well-documented factor in aviation accidents, impairing judgment and reaction times. International labor standards mandate strict limits on work hours to ensure crews are rested and alert. Brussels Airlines' alleged disregard for these rules not only endangers passengers but also violates workers' rights. This ban could be interpreted beyond safety concerns. Some speculate it might be tied to political dynamics involving Belgium's role in the United Nations and EU institutions, where Brussels Airlines is a symbolic national carrier. The U.S. might be using this ban to push for reforms in labor practices or to influence broader political negotiations. Regardless, the immediate consequence is a suspension of Brussels Airlines' U.S. flights, disrupting travel and highlighting the importance of ethical labor standards in aviation. 10th, Swiss International Airlines, Switzerland. Swiss International Airlines faces a ban due to financial instability concerns. U.S. regulators fear the airline's precarious financial position could lead to mid-operation collapse, potentially stranding passengers and causing chaos in U.S.-European air travel. Financial health is a crucial factor in airline safety and reliability. An airline teetering on bankruptcy may cut corners on maintenance, training, or customer service. It also risks sudden cancellations and operational disruptions that leave travelers stranded far from home. While this ban protects passengers from such risks, it also raises questions about the U.S.'s role in shaping European aviation markets. Some see it as a protective move to shield U.S. carriers from competition, while others view it as a necessary step to maintain safety and service standards. For Swiss International Airlines, this ban means an urgent need to stabilize finances and rebuild trust. For passengers, it signals potential changes in flight availability and ticket prices on routes between Switzerland and the U.S. So, what's really going on here? Is Trump's administration genuinely making travel safer? Or is this a calculated power move to control global aviation dynamics? Whether you agree or not, these bans will affect you. Expect higher fares, fewer direct routes, and a dramatically altered U.S.-Europe travel landscape starting in 2025. Now it's your turn. Is this a necessary crackdown on safety and security? Or is it political posturing at the expense of travelers? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want more explosive travel updates, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This story is far from over. Planning a trip to Europe in 2025? You might want to book early before these bans take full effect. Don't just watch, join the debate. Like, share, and subscribe for more uncensored travel news.